Hello, my dear listeners. I'm Sir Fwogwhyol, and today I will be reading lore from the book, The Ashen Trilogy, Book 1. Dark Souls begins before kingdoms, wars, or heroes. Its oldest account remembers grey crags, arch trees, everlasting dragons, and a world hidden beneath fog. Then fire appears, and with it comes disparity. Tonight, we will stay close to those first words before following the people who later learned to cherish, practice, and fear flame.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark.
The opening calls this first condition the Age of Ancients. It gives us no calendar and no sequence of events within that age. What survives is a landscape. The world is unformed, but it is not empty. Grey crags rise from it. Arch trees give it a vast living shape, and everlasting dragons stand among them. Stone, tree, land, and dragon already exist, yet the world lacks the divisions that will define everything after fire. The crags and arch trees are more than scenery. They give the ancient world scale without giving it a civilization. There are no roads, thrones, temples, or settlements in this memory. The land is described through immense natural forms, and the dragons belong to that same order. They are not introduced as invaders or rulers. They are simply there, as old and settled as the stone around them. Everlasting is the strongest title in the passage. It suggests endurance before death has entered the narration's list of opposites. The opening leaves the nature of that endurance for later stories, but the word already separates the dragons from the mortal histories that will follow. Kingdoms will rise and fail in a world where these beings were once part of the landscape itself. Fog covers that world like distance covers a memory. The account preserves only its largest outlines, and none of them receives a moral judgment. The crags are grey. The dragons are everlasting. There is no claim that the age was peaceful, cruel, blessed, or cursed. That restraint matters. It is tempting to imagine the stillness as harmony, but the narration offers neither peace nor war. It holds the ancient world in a remote, almost motionless view. Then one short sentence breaks it. There was fire. Fire arrives without an inventor, motive, or explanation. The opening begins with the event itself. Whatever brought the flame into being remains outside the story we are given. That suddenness is part of the myth's power. Fire is not preceded by a search, a ritual, or a warning. One sentence holds the ancient world in place. The next gives it a condition from which it can never fully return. Everything that follows will inherit that break, even when the people living afterward disagree about what should be done with it. Disparity comes with fire and is expressed through three pairs: heat and cold, life and death, light and dark. The terms form pairs, not a ladder. Heat appears beside cold, life beside death, and light beside dark. Each becomes understandable through its opposite. The world can now be described through differences that did not belong to the earlier landscape. Those differences are also the beginnings of experience. Warmth matters because cold can be felt. Life becomes precious because death can take it. Light reveals and dark conceals. The opening says nothing yet about kings or souls, but it creates the conditions under which desire, fear, loss, and choice can exist. Fire changes the language of the story. Before it, the narration names things: fog, crags, arch trees, dragons. After it, the narration names conditions and contrasts. History can begin because the world now contains alternatives. Life can be distinguished from death. Warmth can be lost to cold. Light can stand apart from dark. Neither light nor dark receives a moral title. Those meanings will be argued over by people living much later. At the moment of disparity, both complete the same list. Nor does the passage explain the physical bond between fire and everything that follows. It says that fire appeared and disparity came with it. That is enough to make fire the turning point, but not enough to answer every question about cause, creation, or design. Later, a figure who names herself Guinevere, daughter of Gwyn and queen of sunlight, speaks warmly of fire while asking another to inherit it.
Indeed, we had felt the warmth of fire, its radiance and the life it sustaineth.
Her words come from memory. She recalls fire's warmth and radiance, then the life it sustained. They also belong to an appeal. Guinevere is not reciting the neutral creation account. She is asking someone to continue Gwyn's work. Her testimony still tells us why fire could become precious. The ancient narration presents life and death as part of disparity. Guinevere remembers a later world in which life is sustained by fire and its fading can be feared. The word sustain is important. Her praise concerns the life fire kept going, not the creation of life itself. By then, fire is no longer merely the event that changed the world. It is an inheritance people believe must be protected. Her titles deepen that position. A daughter of Gwyn and queen of sunlight speaks from within the order that grew around fire, and she asks another person to continue it. Warmth and radiance are therefore both remembered blessings and reasons offered for obedience. The line lets us hear why the Age of Fire inspired devotion without requiring us to forget who benefits from its continuation. The description of undead rapport brings the relationship into pyromancy. It says that the living are lured by flame and calls that attraction part and parcel of the art. Here, flame is neither distant myth nor royal inheritance. It is something living beings approach. A pyromancer understands that pull well enough to use it. This is different from Guinevere's claim, but the two ideas belong beside one another. One voice praises fire for sustaining life. The item description observes that living things are drawn toward flame. Together they show why fire can become comfort, need, temptation, and danger without making those meanings identical. A lure is not the same thing as a judgment. The living approach flame because something in it draws them, not because every flame is safe or every use of it is wise. Pyromancy turns that attraction into knowledge. What begins as a natural pull can be guided by someone who understands how living beings respond. A pyromancer of the Great Swamp describes flame as a practiced art passed down through example.
Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature.
The lesson is practical: produce flame, then channel it. Its reference to ancestors places that method inside a tradition. Later, pyromancers repeat actions known to earlier ones, and the speaker ties their practice to nature and to a particular homeland. This makes pyromancy feel lived in. It has teachers, habits, memory, and a place where its knowledge has been cultivated. Fire may have entered the oldest story without a named maker, but smaller flames can be studied and handed from one generation to another as an art. The Great Swamp matters because the speaker joins practice to place. Nature is not an abstraction in the lesson. It is abundant in his home and forms part of the way pyromancers understand themselves. Their art is inherited through people who remember where it came from, even when they carry it far beyond that homeland. The next lesson brings that art closer to the practitioner.
A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill.
This is not the first flame in miniature. It is a personal flame bound to a pyromancer's body and developing alongside skill. Tradition teaches the method, but the flame belongs to the person carrying it. That intimacy makes pyromancy more than the performance of a spell. The practice has survived through generations, yet each flame develops in the body of the person carrying it. Yet intimacy offers no safety. Another lesson gives the warning plainly.
Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself.
The danger is personal. The pyromancer can be consumed by the very thing carried and cultivated within the body. Losing control threatens more than injury. The warning names the loss of self. Firestorm turns that danger outward. Its description says that the storm of flame is indiscriminate and incinerates all nearby life. Its reach ignores intent. Anything living within range can burn. Taken together, these sources resist a simple portrait of fire. Guinevere remembers why it was cherished. Undead rapport observes the living being lured toward it. In the Great Swamp, that attraction has become a discipline practiced through the body. With a warning close beside it, flame may consume its bearer. Firestorm shows the danger once it spreads. The opening could not contain all of those experiences because none of them existed yet. It gave the world fire and disparity. The people who followed had to decide what fire meant to them, how closely they would hold it, and what they were willing to risk in its light. The Age of Ancients was a world of fog, grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. Fire broke that stillness, and disparity arrived with heat and cold, life and death, light and dark. Later generations found warmth and survival in flame, shaped it into tradition, carried it within their bodies, and learned to fear its hunger. Next time, we will leave this distant beginning for the Undead Asylum and the knight who opened one prisoner's cell. That is where we will close the book tonight. If you enjoyed this beginning, please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. Lordran holds many more stories. Thank you for joining me at the beginning of this one.